Hey, good morning, everyone. Right. Good morning, and Darcel. Wonderful. Good to have you on, Jandel. As you come on, just right, Arima is in the house. Just let me know where you are coming in from. Also, invite someone as you come in. All right. Share the stuff on your page. Oh. Right. Hey, Rachel, how are you this morning? Wonderful. Good to have you on. All right. Keeshon is not going to be on this morning. All right. So I'm all here by myself. All right. Wonderful. Let me see who's on. All right. Alana Smith Arima is in the house. Wonderful. Just let me know where you are coming in from this morning. This morning we're going to have a chit chat. I'm going to continue on mental toughness. All right. I'm going to get into some really stuff this morning. I'm going to talk about resilience. Resilience. We're going to get into that this morning. All right. So as you come on, just invite a friend, tag somebody, and let them know the morning breakfast brew is on. All right. Mental toughness. Wonderful. Uh, yeah. Right, blessings there, blessings everyone. All right, good to have you on. All right, Keisha is not going to be with us this morning. All right, just keep him in your prayer. Okay, but I'm going to get into some stuff this morning. It's going to be really awesome. Um, we're going to be talking about developing resilience, which is basically one of the points that we didn't touch on Monday. We talk about the characteristics of mentally tough individuals. And I think that this discussion is so relevant now. All right. Okay. Wonderful. Hey, Guyana is in the house. Wonderful. Hey, Mala, how are you going? What's happening in Guyana? All right. Again. Oh, yep. All right. So as you come on, just make sure you leave a comment under the page, right? Make sure you subscribe also and click on that notification button there. All right. No, I'm not on. I haven't get back my YouTube page. I'm still working on that. All right. So I'm just doing the YouTube and Instagram. I'm doing YouTube and Instagram. All right. And don't forget also the new book and the release is coming up on the 2nd of July. It's going to be an event that we are having. And this week, again, you're going to be hearing more about that. You're going to see it. Because we have some lives coming up, some interviews to be talking about this book. This book has been in the making for a while. A couple sessions, we share some things on the 4 levels of human existence. The 4 levels of human existence. Really powerful book. All right. So folks, I want to jump on. I want to just get straight into our discussion this morning. Right. Again, leave your comment. I'm just checking it out on the chat here. All right, leave the comment. Make sure and tag somebody, share it on Facebook and on Instagram, and let them know that the morning breakfast brew is on. Thank you, Rachel. Blessings. All right, so folks, this morning we're going to discuss the last week not last week, Monday we our discussion was on the characteristics of mentally tough individuals. all right? And we spoke about positive attitude, having a positive attitude. I'll just highlight some of the things that we discussed on Monday, not going into it, because I want to focus on resilience, which is one of the points we didn't touch when we were talking about the mentality of a mental toughness. All right, for a tough individual, resilience is one of the points that we did not touch on Monday. So I want to go into that this morning. Really go into that this morning. So we spoke on having a positive attitude as you go forward. Also self-discipline, being able to have a disciplined life, having a growth mentality, which means that focusing on your personal development, being able to grow. Because remember, if you don't grow, you're not going to go. If you don't grow, you're not going to go. And then the next one, emotional mindset. All right. And I said to you that it's important that you get some information, get some study on emotional intelligence, because as you go forward, as you begin to deal with issues, it's gonna interfere with your emotions. Okay. So emotional mindset, and we talk about adaptability, being able to adapt, which is really flexibility, being able to be flexible as things change as you go forward. All right. And the seventh one we spoke about was perseverance. All right. So what I want to touch on this morning is resilience. Resilience is one of the characteristics of a mentally tough individual. Okay. There are a lot of folks that you start off, pursuing, whether it's business, okay, whatever type of career you're going after. Some people have no problem starting, and I want you to just text and give me some feedback on the chat that those of you are on. All right, so I can just communicate with you on the chat. There are some people don't have a problem starting, but it's when you are faced with obstacles, when you are faced with challenges as you begin to pursue, and this could be whether your business, whether your career, whether relationship, whatever, whether ministry, whatever area that you are pursuing. Okay, when you start, there are a lot of individuals don't have a problem starting. So having a mental toughness going forward is critical so that you'll be able to deal with stuff. I'm going to be sharing some really critical points. We're going to be talking about resilience this morning, developing resilience. Okay. Now, what is resilience? What is resilience? All right. And developing resilience. Developing resilience, really, what is it? It's a process that involves building skills and strategies to cope with adversity, stress, all right, uncertainty. Let me run it to you again. Developing resilience is a process, which means it's going to be over a period of time. Okay, and you're going to need this if you're going to stick in the fight. All right, if you're going to reap in the long haul. There are a lot of individuals who started business, and because of some kind of challenge that you got, the challenges that you got, you stop. Okay, you start, you stop. And what I'm sharing here, folks, it could be adaptable for anything that you're doing in life. This is why I love personal growth and personal development, because it's applicable whether you're in ministry, whether you're in career, whatever you do in relationship. Personal growth is critical. So the things that we are sharing here, you can really apply it in a lot of areas in your life, because sometimes when you start something, you give up too quick. Okay, and you don't stick in the fight to reap the benefit at the tail end. Okay, so a lot of folks start off excited. So developing mental toughness going forward is critical. So for those of you who are coming on, I want you just to share, invite someone. We are talking this morning on developing resilience. And resilience is one of the mentality of a tough person. Okay, so we all want to focus on that. And I said to you, developing resilience is a process, which means it's going to take time. Okay, all right. And this process involves one, building skills. So you have to develop your skill sets. Okay. Then also it involves strategies to cope with adversity. Strategies to cope with adversity. That's the next point. And then we have adversity, you have stress, all right? Stress and uncertainty. So, which means that there are things that will happen on the way as you pursue, as you go forward. Okay, so you see the end result. You say, okay, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to be, and you start pursuing it. You get in all the stuff, but then, bam, situation presents itself. How are you going to deal with it? And if you don't have a mental toughness, you're gonna crumble because listen to this, because challenges will come. Okay, situations will happen. This is why in one of the talk we said to you that you got to be a problem solver. We don't run from stuff, because in the midst of adversity, in the midst of problems, in the midst of pain, there is the solution. Okay, so you don't run from it, you run to it. So one of the things, so we want to talk about also steps you can take to develop resilience. So I'm going to be sharing with you steps you can take. Make sure you have a pen, make sure you have a paper, make sure you share this, come back and get this information, because this is going to be life-changing. I'm telling you that. All right. So those of you, Keeshon is having us this morning. All right. Just keep him in your prayer. All right. But I know he's on listening and all that stuff. All right. So let's get into it. Steps you can take to develop resilience. The first one is, all right, Wendy, good to have you on. Cultivate a positive mindset. No, notice, folks, most of what we are sharing with you is going to take your involvement. It's going to take you doing something, building something. Okay. So the first thing is cultivate a positive mindset, which means you got to, what we say, we got to focus on your strengths and accomplishments. Now, there are going to be weaknesses, there are going to be weak areas in your life, but I'm sharing with you this morning on steps you can take to develop resilience. What is resilience? Resilience is a process that involves building skills, all right, strategies, how to cope with adversity and stress and uncertainty. You're not sure, which means there are things that will happen as you go forward that you didn't plan for. This morning on our morning devotion, we were talking about there are some things that will happen that God didn't talk to you about. How are you going to deal with it? And sometimes when we begin to see things happening that we didn't plan, we begin to change our confession. We begin to change up because things that happen that we didn't plan for. So the first step is cultivate a positive mindset. Okay, notice we use the word cultivate, which means it's work. And anytime you hear cultivate, you think about agriculture. You think about so it's a really same process, because you have to root up some things, you have to plow, you have to plant. And it's dealing with your mindset, because this is why we use the word cultivate, a positive mindset, which means you have to uproot some stuff. You have to cultivate, which means you have to plow the land, and then you have to begin to plant some stuff. Cultivate what? Plant what? Okay, in terms of your thoughts, in terms of words, in terms of educate yourself. So you cultivate a positive mindset, which means now you focus on your strength. Focus on your strength. What are your strengths? Okay, what are your strengths? And make sure you write it down. Don't just have it here. What are your strengths and accomplishment? What are some of the things that you accomplish already? Mark those things down. And then the next one is practice gratitude and look for opportunities to learn and grow from challenges. Read it again. Learn. Listen here. Listen what I'm saying. Okay, learn and grow from challenges. Because when you are challenged, when you are faced with an obstacle, remember that's going to teach you something. It's a learning opportunity. Okay, it's not, although you make a mistake, it's a learning opportunity. How can I learn from this? Okay, it seems like I cannot go forward. It seems like probably the bank don't want to give me the money. It seems like the relationship is not working. Then what should I learn from this? Okay, so listen, I'm going to run it to you again. Look for opportunities to learn. Okay, which means now you have to, probably you might have to take a course, read a book, any learning opportunity. You log on to the YouTube, all right? University of YouTube, we call it. There are a lot of courses there, a lot of stuff there that you can learn from. What are you listening to? Any opportunity you can get to learn and grow from challenges, all right? So that's one. For those of you who are now coming on, make sure and share the live, probably on the Facebook, invite someone. We are dealing with developing the mental toughness here, resilience. We are talking about developing resilience. And the first one is cultivating a positive mindset. That's one. All right. Number two, let's look at number two. Build strong relationships. Build strong relationships, which means now, which for this one, basically, you have to know to connect with others who provide emotional support and encouragement. Relationship. Now, notice I said build strong relationships. So there are some relationships also you may have to that is toxic for your growth, toxic for your development. Okay, that these individuals are not pouring into you, they are reaping, they are pulling from you, and they are toxic, which means that your mindset with these individuals is not in the same place. It's not in the same place. So you build strong relationships. Now, relationships are important, folks. And hear me, let me share some things on this. Relationships are important, which means that people you will connect to, how you treat people. This is me, how you connect with people. All right. So relationships are important. How you build relationships. Connect with others who provide emotional support. What kind of support this person you're connected to is providing you with? What kind of support? All right. Emotional support. Then hear what it says here. It says this can include like friends, family, co-workers, therapists, build relationship. Okay. Because sometimes a relationship with someone that will give you access, it give you opportunities. Sometimes your relationship with someone also, it's a game changer. Relationship is a game changer. I'm telling you that. But connected, having a relationship with the right set of individuals. So at this point, also, you may want to evaluate your relationship base, which means there are some individuals that may be toxic for where you are and what you want to do, toxic to your life. So you may have to delete some people, you may have to block some people in this season of your life because you want to evaluate your relationship base, because you want to be able to build strong relationships. What are you contributing to me at this time in my life? All right. Is my relationship with you toxic? What it is? What kind of to bring into your life? Now, the thing about relationship, the thing I really like about relationship, there are some relationship with individuals you have to have in your life because you may need that individual at some season in your life. You may not need them in this season, all right? So you don't want to really just X people out and blacklist people. You have to be wise about it, okay? In your dealing with individuals, because you may come in a season in your life where basically you may need that person. You may not need them in this season, doesn't mean that you will not need them in life. So you have to be able to build strong relationships, connect with others who provide emotional support. Because remember, we are dealing with resilience, okay? And this involves what we said, building skills and strategies to cope with adversity. That's critical for mental growth, okay? Number 3, let's go to the third one. Develop coping skills. What are some of the coping skills that you're going to develop? All right. Which means now you have to, in this one, you have to identify coping strategies that work for you. What are some of the coping strategies that work for you? Let's go with this a little bit. Okay. What are some of the coping strategies? Somebody may say, okay, well, I need to go for a drive. I need to just go and just take a rest this week. Find out what are some of the coping mechanism, all right? The coping skills that will work for you. Identify healthy coping strategies that work for you. Notice I use the word healthy. There are some coping skills that is not healthy. Now, let me explain this. Now, it may be good for you to do this, all right? Coping skills, coping mechanism for this time, all right? But if you continue with that coping skill, it may become toxic. You hear what I'm saying? And if it becomes toxic now, it becomes a problem. So that coping skills or that coping mechanism you use, it was good for that day, for that night, for that week. But if you continue with that, it can become toxic. And then now the same coping skills or coping mechanism you use become a problem now, which means it's something that you will have to deal with. Be careful of what you use to cope in a season of stress, in a season of frustration. You know what I'm saying? Be careful of what you use to cope with. Some people use alcohol, some people use sex, some people use just traveling, some people use reading, shutting away. identify your coping skills. But I'm saying in the process of identifying your coping skills, there come some coping skills. If you use it, you may become addicted to it. And you may become addicted to something that is toxic and poisoning for your future. I want to write it again. Okay, let me hear what some of the folks are saying. Right. Okay, wonderful. Let's see. Kim is on. Good to have you on, Kim. All right. Okay. Developing coping strategies, healthy coping strategies. This is important, folks. All right. You can make your comment there, folks, there on the chat. So I want to hear what it is you are saying. What are some of the coping skills that you use? Okay. So those of you who are on, share some of the coping skills that you will use, because part of the strategy for building resilience. Okay, the first one was what we said. The first one was cultivate a positive mindset. That's one. Okay. Then the second one, we say build strong relationships, connection. Make sure you have strong connection, not weak connection. All right. Then the third one, developing coping skills. So what are some of the coping skills? Let me hear what some of the folks are saying there. What are some of your coping skills? Just text it there first and let's know. All right. Let me see. Be careful of what you used as your coping skills. Yes, that's important, because you may find yourself being addicted to something that was good for a day or good for a night, but now because it was good, you like it, and because you like it, it becomes habitual. I know when it becomes habitual, it becomes something that you're addicted to, and the thing that you use for your coping skills becomes a problem, because now it's toxic for your life. So what I'm saying to you is be careful what you use and who you use as a coping mechanism in this season. So this is why I use the word healthy coping strategies that work for you, such as exercise. That's one. Let me give you some positive one now. Exercise. Okay, so you may want to join the gym. You may want to find a fitness coach. You may want to do some walking. Those are coping mechanisms, okay, for building resilience. Then another one is meditation. Now, meditation is really, really good. This weekend here, we have a course coming up on meditation, biblical meditation. It's really, really powerful. So you may want to use meditation, which means stilling yourself, finding a quiet place and slowing down your thoughts, using breathing techniques and all that is good. Those are coping mechanisms. Or the next one, or creative outlets. Then practice these strategies regularly to build resilience. So these are things now you want to practice regularly. All right, intimate time in prayer. Okay, that's good. What again we have here? Listening to proven materials. That's right, to take you forward. That's important. Okay, put up some of the stuff that you have there. All right. Somebody say, Candice, wonderful. Walking, it boosts your metabolism and reduce stress. Okay, wonderful. So folks, share some of the coping mechanism that you can use to build resilience, because this is critical. Remember, we are dealing with mental toughness for success, and we are sharing some of the strategies in how to build resilience as you go on your journey. All right, so develop coping skills. I just want to reiterate again, be careful of the type of coping skills and what you use. You may use people or thing that you may become addicted to, and now it's a problem. Okay, now you find yourself having to deal with an issue because now it becomes habitual and you cannot stop. All right, I've seen a lot of individuals find themselves in this area. All right, thank you, Candice. So walking, being in the sun, natural vitamin D, all those things, take a walk and you begin to think, you begin to quiet yourself still, because sometimes you're doing so much. All right, let's go to number 4. Remember, folks, we are just speaking interest with this discussion. Give me your feedback and let me know if you agree, and you can add also your take on it also. Then number 4, take care of your physical health. Resilience. Take care of your physical health. Get enough sleep. I know we are living in a time now where they say you go to bed late, you get up early, and you need to pump in the grind, but your body needs a certain amount of sleep. It's 7 to 8 hours. All right. So if you're on the grind, make sure you're having that time. Take care of your physical health. Get enough sleep. What again? Eat healthy diet. Have a healthy diet. What is your diet? All right. What is your diet? Wonderful. What is your diet? All right. Physical activity, take care of your physical health, can help you better cope with stress and adversity. And sometimes, folks, I'm telling you, healthy body, healthy mind. All right. Healthy body, healthy life. What are some of the things that you are eating? Go and take a checkup. Find out, see where you're at. Okay, what you need. Get medical advice and create a plan, structure a plan, or just naturally eating some stuff you may need to come off. Okay, fine, take care of that. So take care of your physical health. Join a gym. All right, you can do it in a group. You can do it by yourself, but get into the exercise. And you don't have to start off these things aggressive, folks. Trust what I'm saying. You don't have to start out just aggressive. You can start by walking. You can start by just doing some push-ups. 10 push-ups every day. Do some sit-ups. Walk around the house. All that stuff. Okay, but take care of your physical health, because all this is part of building resilience. Okay, so we have number 4. All right, let's see what some of the folks are saying. Awesome, wonderful, John Bell. All right, rest. Proper rest. Okay, I'm telling you that your body needs rest. All right, to rejuvenate and to revitalize yourself. Your body needs that rest. Let's go to number 5. Learn from past experiences. Woo! Learn from past experiences. This is important. All right, which means now reflect on past challenges and identify what strategies and skills help you overcome them. So this is why I just want to reiterate it. This is why that stillness, all right, that stillness and meditation is so critical, folks. Being still, meditation, finding a quiet place, because number 5 is you have to learn from past experiences. So there's some things that happened in your past. There's some situations that you went through in your past. Okay, find a quiet place. Okay, I always say a secret, a place of solace, a place of secret, and a place of silence. Okay, it's 3S. A secret place, a silent place. Okay, that is what you need for this number 5 here. Learn from past experience. Get in this place of secret. All right, get in that place of solace. Okay, get in that place of silence, and still yourself. Reflect on past challenges. What are some of the things that challenge you in the past? What can you learn? Because remember, I said to you, these, although it may be a bad experience, but it's a learning experience. If you didn't learn from it, then it didn't benefit you at all. What did you learn from the experience that you went through in the past? And sometimes to extrapolate the principles from these experiences in the past, you really have to intentionally find a place of solace, find a place of silence, find a place of secret, and you still yourself and you begin to reflect. All right, so you can identify what strategies and skills help you overcome them. So you overcame something in the past. How did you overcome it? No, there are a lot of individuals, hear me with this, who went through things in the past, and because you did not reflect, because you did not still yourself and go over what it is that you went through, you did not learn anything from it. All you know, it was a bad experience. All you know, I don't want to go through that again. All you know, I don't want to deal with these individuals again. All you know, I don't want to do this again. But what did you learn? And in order to extrapolate the learning principles from your past experiences, you will have to still yourself, quiet yourself, okay? Find a place of secret, find a place of solace, all right? And find a place of silence, and go over the experience that you had in the past, so you can, and make sure you have a pen and a notebook to document. Don't leave it to memory. You hear me what I'm saying? What strategies, skills, and you begin to pinpoint the strategies or the skills you learn, what help you in that season of your life, what help you when you were going through that experience, whether it could be a financial experience, a relational experience, a business experience, whatever, family experience, whatever it is, you can apply this principle, because these are strategies in building resilience. Okay, so what strategies help you to overcome them? Then use those lessons. No. So when you pull it and you pinpoint it and you pull it, then you use those lessons to prepare for future challenges. because there are going to be more challenges. You hear what I'm saying? There are going to be more challenges. So you came out of one. And sometimes the reason why we fail in upcoming challenges is because we did not learn from the last one. What did you learn? Okay, we don't fail, we learn. These are learning experience. All right, so make sure you have that. Wonderful, Janice. Let me hear what some of the folks are saying there. Sound advice. All right, thank you, Jandel. Secret, silence, solace, find that place, reflect, ponder. Wonderful. Folks, I want you to make some comments on the chat. Tag someone, invite someone. Remember, these lives are up on the YouTube page, so you can go back and listen. Make sure you have a pen and a paper. But it's really important that you get this. All right. So that's number 6. Number 7 is in building resilience. Some of the strategies for building resilience. Number 7 is seek support. Seek support. Okay. Seek support when needed. So you may need support. Seek support. This is why, and we will always hear us talk about this, having a coach, having a mentor is important, because you will need that kind of support going forward. And the right support is critical. Okay, the right support could break it, could probably tell you how long you're going to stay in that, because you need solid advice. So seek support when needed. Don't be afraid to reach out for help when you need it. Don't be afraid. Just make sure and reach out to the right individuals. This is why we said I think this is critical, having what we call a table of support. Every one of you, okay, if you're serious in personal growth and development, you must have a table of support. And a table of support is made up of individuals that you have in your circle that you can go to. So you have a mentor, you have a coach, all right? You have I think I mentioned it sometime, you have a teacher, you have somebody into business, you have a friend from somebody from another country, another language, so language barriers, so from a different culture. Make sure you have on your table of support, have somebody there on that table who is from another culture, not from your same culture alone, from another culture, another country. Make sure you have a coach, make sure you have a mentor, make sure you have a father figure, and those are kind of people that you want, a table of support. So now you have this table of support that is supporting you on your journey. So you can always reach out to these individuals in times like these, because one of the principles in developing resilience is seeking support when needed. Don't be afraid to reach out to help when needed. Just make sure you reach out to the right individuals. This is why the table of support is critical. Table of support is critical. Okay. This can include professional support from a therapist or counselor, and I just mentioned some there. Have this support. And I think what happens sometimes with most individuals is that when you don't wait until you are in a crisis, don't wait until you are in a jam or in that place, in a hard place. Now you're looking for support. Even at this stage in your life, you say, well, I'm going okay, but structure a support system around you. Every successful person, all right, who on the journey to, or either you on your journey to success, have a support system around them. You have a mentor, you have a coach, you have a father, you have this individual so that you can go to and you say, listen, you can share this with them. This is really important. All right, let me hear what some of the folks are saying. All right, let me hear what some of the folks are saying. Just put it up on the chat. Do you have a table of support? All right, who are in your table of support? Okay, share. For those of you now coming on, Keeshon is not with us today. All right, he's taking a little rest today, which is necessary. Okay, so we are dealing with resilience, developing resilience. This is our discussion this morning on developing resilience, and we are talking about the steps that you should take to develop resilience. Remember, just for those of you probably just jump on, developing resilience, we say, is the process that involves building skills. Okay, and these are some of the building skills that you got to develop. Strategies to cope with adversity, stress, and uncertainty. Okay, So whatever adversity that will come, stress that will come, or uncertainty that will come, resilience, you must have resilience, because this is one of the mindset that got to be developed with the individuals who are at that level, who are that level. These are one of the characteristics, of mentally tough individuals. Resilience is the number one. Okay, and so I'm sharing with you now on some skills on how to develop steps, on how to develop resilience. So the first one, let me just run it to you again. Cultivate a positive mindset. So you have to work on your mind. Okay, the subconscious mind, the conscious, and the conscious mind. Work on the mind. Remember, we talk about that to change your value system and your belief system. Most individuals, that is the problem there. Their belief and their value. Okay, so you want to be able to cultivate mindset. So there's a way to do that. This is why we deal with mental toughness. So you want to be able to work on that. Then number two is build strong relationships, connection. You must have strong relationships, okay, as you develop this. Number three, we said develop coping skills. Coping skills. What are some of the coping skills that you want to develop? And I said to you, I give you a little warning there. Be careful of the type of coping skills you develop when you are going through a crisis, when you're going through something, because you might use something as a coping mechanism that was good for that time, but then when it comes to walk away from it, it's difficult. All right, this could be people, this could be place, this could be thing. Okay, coping mechanism. And I said to you, practice these strategies regularly to build resilience. What are some of your coping mechanisms? You can go for a walk, you can read, all that stuff. Develop that. Number four, I said to you, you got to take care of your physical health. Physical health. Take a checkup by a doctor, find out where you are, where you need to go, get a plan, put a structure together, and you could start with simply just walking. You could start with just walking around the home. If you find your area is not a place of peace that you want to walk around your home. Okay, walk in your house. All right, walk up the step, down the step, but do some stuff. Then number four, I said to you, is you got to take care of your physical health. Number five, learn from past experiences. Okay, learn from past experiences. All right, let me know, folks, if you really get in this here this morning. Learn from past experiences. So this is where I said to you, you need to find a place silent, a place of solace, a secret place where you begin to reflect on past experiences and begin to jot down what are some of the strategies that you apply in those past experiences that you can apply in a present situation now. Jot it down. Don't leave it to memory. Don't leave it to memory. Don't leave it to memory. Okay, there are a lot of individuals now that are stressed out. Folks are going through a lot of things right now. Okay, and they're complaining. You start a good project, you start a good business, you had a good idea, a good relationship, but something happened that you didn't plan for. Something happened that you were not prepared for, and because of that, you began to crumble. Sometimes it don't have to be relationship. It don't have to be. It could be the death of some loved one. All right, that you really at that place. But these components are critical to build. Okay, all right. Now remember, folks, these personal growth and development tips that we are sharing with you, and we always say growth is intentional, which means that you have to do what it takes intentionally to grow. Okay, so even though you're getting the information, you have to be able now to say, listen to me, I'm going to take this information, create a structure, create a plan. How can I implement this information? Because I realize most individuals, the problem is not the information, because we live in an information age. Information at your fingertip. There are a lot of programs now. Listen, I'm telling you, it's right there. But are you applying it? Are you disciplined enough to apply it? And that's where you get the 95, the 5%, the 2%, the 1%, because those are the percentage that will do what it takes to get what it is they want, that will discipline themselves to read the book. Okay, so my question for you this morning is, what book are you reading? Okay, what books are you reading, or what book are you reading? Yeah. Do you have goals, and do you plan your day, you plan your week, you plan your month, you plan your year? Okay, do you know a projected figure that you want financially? What it is that you're going after? Things don't just happen. There got to be a plan. Okay, you got to. If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. You plan to fail, you fail to plan. Okay, you must have a strategy. All right, so let me hear just what some of the folks are saying. All right, Williams, wonderful. Obstacles will come, stay focused. All right, obstacles will always come. It will always come. All right, I remember I said to you, those are learning experience. It's learning experience is going to come. Okay, but you want to be able to prepare for these things. And for me, what I've realized, I realized that a lot of individuals are reactive, they're not proactive. So when a situation presents itself, they react. Okay, but you want to be proactive. Okay, which means now you want to be able to prep yourself. And you already know adversity will come. You already know challenges will come. You already know things that you don't expect to happen will happen. It's just like that. Life is just like that. Life will have turbulence. It will have turbulence, but you got to learn from it. So guess what? Now, I'm preparing for this thing. I'm preparing where? Mentally. This is why mental toughness is so critical. And the characteristics of a mentally tough individual, resilience is one of them. So remember now, let's go back to resilience. Remember, resilience is a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. I want you to hear this. Resilience is a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. So which means now you have to work on it. And the more you work on it, the more it's going to be developed. And as you develop, it's going to be strengthened. That's how resilience works. Okay. So by cultivating what? A positive mindset. Cultivate. Remember, we use the word cultivate again. The farmer, dig it up, remove, plant. There's some thoughts there. All right. There are some values and beliefs there in your mind that needs to be rooted up, because those beliefs and values are really blocking you from really accessing and really manifesting what you're supposed to manifest. Yeah, there's a challenge there. So cultivating a positive mindset, building strong relationships, developing coping skills, taking care of your physical health, learn from past experiences, practice self-compassion, and seek support when needed. You hear me? So you can build resilience and better cope with whatever challenges come your way. Okay, so you want to prepare yourself, because there are a lot of folks who are, when you have relationship issues, you can't handle it. All right, because you didn't build that area of resilience. All right, so I share with you at this point. Let me see what time we have. All right, wonderful. We have a few minutes again. So I share with you developing resilience. All right, now, what is resilience? What is resilience? All right, and it seems like if I do it back to front, but it's for a reason. What is resilience? Resilience is the ability to adapt and recover from difficult, challenging situations, such as adversity, trauma, and stress. I want you to hear this. Hear this definition. I tell you, I want you to get it, folks. Get it. All right. What is resilience? Resilience is what? The ability to adapt and recover from difficult challenges. What are some of the difficult challenges that you have to recover from? Could be divorce, could be a relationship, could be a business went sour, could be a health. What are some of the challenges or the challenging situation? All right. What are some of the adversity? What are some of the trauma that you went through? Stress. And notice all these adversity, trauma, and stress affects your soul. So it goes back now to where? The mind. So resilience now is the ability now to adapt and recover from that. That is important, folks. I believe that in the whole mental health toughness aspect of it, this resilience component is critical. There are a lot of folks that are crumbling under pressure. All right, and I'm talking about folks who could pray, folks who could read their Bible, and all that stuff. Okay, I'm telling you. Okay, what is it? What let me share some things in. What does it involve? All right, it involves the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to bounce back from setback. So as long as your resilience, you're built in that way, you can bounce back. No, it doesn't mean to say that you will not be faced with challenges, and it doesn't mean to say that there will be no adversity and trauma and stress. But when those things present itself, resilience, as long as it's built, it involves the ability to bounce back from stress, cope and with change, and maintain a positive outlook, even in the face of adversity. So even though you're faced with it, come on, resilience. You have a positive outlook, a positive mental attitude towards the situation. Because now I could dress back. When my resilience is built, I could dress back now and look at the problem and able to understand that I am a problem solver. And he who solves problems get paid. So guess what? Because I'm built up in the area, my resilience is built up, although I'm faced with adversity, although there's a trauma, although there's stress, I can dress back and look at it and really deal with that situation. Because I'm not, it's not going to stop me, but it's going to help me develop areas in my life that I need developed for where I am going. That's how it works, folks. That's how it's going to work, because I understand now these are learning experiences. Okay, resilience is not a fixed trait that some people have and others do not. So this is not a trait that I have it, you don't have it, Patsy have it, Deborah have it, John have it. No. It's not a fixed trait. Okay. Others have. Rather, it's a skill that can be developed and strengthened. So this is a skill. So then now I can intentionally, any one of us can intentionally say, listen to me, I'm going to develop this skill. So it's not a trait that this one have it and that one don't have it, but it's a skill that can be developed and strengthened. Notice I use the two words there, develop it and strengthen it. So you're going to take somewhat, you're going to take some intentionality. It's going to take some intentionality to do this thing. All right, it's going to take some intentionality. So, and I'm going to develop it and strengthen it over time. Through what? Through various coping strategies and support system. How I'm going to strengthen it, how I'm going to develop it, through various coping and strategies and support system. And this is what we have just mentioned to you here. So resilience can also involve learning from past experiences and using those lessons to prepare for future challenges. So guess what? I'm not surprised. I'm not shocked, because I am ready. Why? Because I am prepared. I am prepared. Okay, although something is happening that I did not expect it to happen, when it presents itself, because I am built up in the area of resilience, okay, over a period of time, I can look at adversity, I can look at stress, I can look at the trauma, and yet being able to be precise in my thinking and not go in a place and be shut down. I can still make decisions, okay? I can still take calculated decisions that will be a game changer on my journey. Okay, yes. I could still sleep in the night and not be crying all the time. Why? Because I've developed resilience in this area. Okay, let me hear what some of the folks are saying. All right, Jandale, you're lighting up the chat this morning. Yeah. All right, folks, let me hear what some of the folks are saying. Just put it up there. Okay, if this morning was helpful to you, just please text and let me know. Let me know. Give me some feedback on the chat there. If this, probably you may be listening to this probably later on, because I know a lot of folks come on after because of time. All right, but let me hear what those of you are on, what it is you think, if it has been helpful to you. Okay, if this is something that can help you in probably a particular area in your life. All right, we're talking about resilience. We share some coping mechanism strategies for building resilience, and we just into explaining what is resilience. Okay, the ability to adapt and recover from difficult challenges. There are a lot of people did not recover. There's a lot of people could not recover. There are a lot of people that are not recovering, but there are people who are recovering. And how to recover from these things, you must be able to build resilience, because there's going to be adversity, there's going to be trauma, and there's going to be stress. Situations was designed to put you in that place. But it's not going to be so for you and I. Why? Because you are getting the skills and the strategy to build resilience. So when that stress comes, that trauma comes, it's not going to happen to you. All right. Let me just run through something here again. Resilience can also what? involve learning from past experiences. We touched that in this session here, learning from past and using those lessons. So overall now, let's bring it in now. Resilience can also involve, resilience is an important trait that can help individuals and organizations. All right, so probably this is something, it's not just individual, but also for organization. Foreign support. Hey, thank you, Aline. You know, jump on, girl. All right, definitely. Thanks, Aline. All right, listen to me. Okay, so resilience is an important trait. Okay, it is important, and it can help individuals and organizations navigate difficult times and engage stronger and more capable in the long run. Okay, so when you begin to deal with stuff, so it can be helped as an individual, but also for corporations, for businesses, resilience is critical. Family, also friends and support. Thank you there. Wonderful. All right. If you're on, folks, let me just text. Let me know. Give me some feedback. All right. If this discussion this morning was helpful for you. All right. And what are some of the areas, skill set that you got to build? All right. So just put it up there. So what I'm gonna do, we have a few minutes again. Let's talk a little bit about the benefits of resilience. The benefits of resilience. Now, resilience can bring several benefits. Okay, several benefits, all right, to individuals and organization. So it's not just an individual thing. This is for organization also. Your business, resilience is critical, including number one, better mental health. Better mental health. Okay, because resilience involves individuals are better equipped to cope with stress and adversity, all right, and trauma. So it puts you in a place now that you are able to be able to deal with adversity, trauma, or stress. Because remember, I'm telling you, as long as you're on this journey, as long as you deal with people and individuals, all right, these things are going to pop up. But resilience is going to help you put you in a better place, better mental health. All right, they are less likely to experience mental health issues such as anxiety and depression. When you build resilience, individuals, organizations who built in the area of resilience, you are better to help deal with those things, mental issues and anxiety and depression. Okay, wonderful. All right, so number two, we talk about some benefits of resilience. Number two is improve physical health. Yeah. Because resilience has been likened to better physical health outcomes. Okay? Better physical health outcomes. So resilient individuals are more likely to engage in healthy behaviors, right? Such as exercise and healthy eating, which can lead to better overall health. This is important, folks. I want you to get it. All right, wonderful. Thank you, Candice. Then number three, we said increase productivity. Because remember, if you anxiety and stress and trauma, your productivity will drop. When you begin to deal with those things, if you haven't built up in the area of resilience, it's not built up there, when you begin to face with trauma, stress, okay, anxiety, it will affect your performance on the job. It will affect your performance personally. It will affect your performance because it will begin to affect your health. Okay, remember, you will not be able to think properly. All right, it puts you're in a place of stress because this is what anxiety, trauma, and stress does. Okay, but when you are built in the area, resilience is built, you are able to deal with those things. So it increases productivity. All right, you can handle setbacks and challenges. All right, which can lead to increased productivity and better performance in the workplace, better performance in the family, better performance physically. So it gives you that. All right. Then stronger relationship. I'm just sharing some benefits on resilience. Okay, I'm just sharing some benefits. Stronger relationship. Okay, so resilient individuals are better equipped to navigate difficult interpersonal situations and maintain positive relationship with others because their mindset, the mentality is different. Oh, come on. So for those of you who probably think that Okay, well, this is not really important. It is important, folks. Just what I'm saying. It is important. All right. Then you have a greater sense of purpose. Look, I'm just sharing some benefits with you. Greater sense of purpose. All right. A resilient individual are more likely to have a sense of purpose and direction. Why? Because their perspective and their vision is not clouded. All right. Because they're dealing with anxiety and stress and trauma. So they're not clouded. So a greater sense of purpose. Okay, which can lead to fulfillment and satisfaction. So it really puts you in a better place. Okay, overall, resilience is an important trait that can help individuals and organizations strive to face adversity and uncertainty. I believe that this is key in my preparation, folks. And those of you who are on, I'm sharing for my ebook on mental toughness. All right, last week we did a course on mental toughness. It was really awesome. So I've put together this book here. I'm doing an ebook. I might do a book itself, but I believe that this is going to be really helpful for a lot of folks. Let me hear what it is you're saying. We have a few minutes again there, so we want to tie it in. So those of you who are on, please let me know your takeaway. What was your takeaway for this morning? All right, Arlene and Jan Bell, Candice, those of you who are texting there. Okay, let me know what is your takeaway for this morning breakfast brew. Just text it there for me. All right, so we can put it up. All right, improve physical health. What's this there? Greater sense of purpose. All right, those are some of the benefits. Those are some of the benefits of resilience. All right, so let's just share some of your takeaway for this morning's session. All right, for those of you who probably jump on while the session was going on Monday, we spoke about the characteristics of mentally tough individuals. Okay, and resilience was number one, but we didn't touch on resilience on Monday. So I wanted to get in on resilience, and then we begin to share some things on resilience. All right. Okay, valuable pillars for success. Indeed, Jandel, these are critical pillars. Because I'm telling you, adversity, trauma, and stress, whether it's family, whether it's business, whether it's personal, whether it's relational, it's going to come. All right. So you want to be able to be tough in that area of resilience. Okay. So just piggyback on some stuff here this morning. Resilience is a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. Remember, it's over time. All right, you see what Mala is saying there? Cultivate a positive, wonderful. Just share your takeaway. Just text it there. Thank you, Amala. Cultivate a positive mindset. I hope, and this is what I'm saying, that you are seeing the need for developing your mind. Okay, that's why it's so critical. All right, Darcel said the balance is important. Yes, Darcel, balance is critical. It's critical. Okay, and I think for me, doing this study and putting this stuff together, the need for, there's going to be adversity, there's going to be stress, and there's going to be trauma. Those things happen. All right. And most people, sometimes they crumble, really crumble, and it's difficult to get out of that place. All right. And this area of building resilience is critical. Let me see what Candice saying. Mental toughness, all right, is a muscle to be built and used in our daily professional lives. Wonderful. That's really important. Just what I'm saying. And the thing I love about these sessions is that the teachings that you will get, it's intentional, which means it's intentional. So you have to intentionally do what it takes to do it. So I want to encourage those of you who are on this morning, leave a comment on the YouTube chat for me. All right, and let folks know that the content and the stuff that we are sharing is really solid. Share it on your Facebook, on your Instagram. All right, and let others know what it is we are doing. Okay, so I want to thank everyone for coming on this morning. All right, remember this is the ebook. I spoke to my editor yesterday, so I may want to do a book in this because I really believe that is necessary. Appreciate the session. All right, because a session like this, on our first, yes, Irish. Morning Breakfast Brew. When we had started Morning Breakfast Brew, has been tremendous help transforming my mindset. I'm definitely a more positive thinker. Thank you, Rachel, for that comment. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, if you're not mentally tough in this season, you will buckle under pressure. Mala, that is so true. If you are not mentally tough, all right, and you know what's about these things. I've seen praying people, worshiping people, preaching people, all that stuff, all right, but they don't have the mentally, they're not tough, and they crumble under pressure because people fail to realize that God deals with us the way He created our mind to function. God deals with us in that way. And there are so much beliefs and values that are in our subconscious mind that we need to uproot. This is why I talk about cultivating certain things. Uproot. So the information, knowing how to restructure and deal with the paradigms there is critical. Establishing new paradigms. Establishing new paradigms is critical. All right. So folks, I want to thank everyone for coming on. Make sure and leave a comment. Thank you, Jandel, for the support this morning. Really, really appreciate. Thank you, Rachel, Candice, all right, Darcel, Mala, all right, and all those who are on, in and out, who didn't comment or anything. And for those of you who are coming on to listen to the rerun, okay, just keep sharing and keep in applying the principles that are on. Remember, folks, 4 levels of human existence. All right, you're going to be hearing more about this. The 2nd of July is our event. It's going to be awesome. Remember, it's a book launch. We're going to have 2 speakers. We're going to have jazz. We're going to have the pan and all that stuff. It's going to be amazing. Really, really amazing. It will be a time of fun. Make sure. Let me put the link up here. All right. Okay, so that's the link up there. All right, you can click on that link. All right, and it's going to tell you there's a landing page that we put together so you can register. It's going to be really, really amazing. You don't want to miss this. All right, 4 levels of human existence, and plus this ebook and this book I'm doing on mental toughness. Let me know what you think. Should I do the book? Should I just do the ebook? Let me know what you think, because my writing and my teaching is going in a totally different direction because I'm really, really focusing on the mindset of individuals. Okay, so stay blessed, everyone. Love you. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed week. We're going to be back on the Morning Breakfast Brew on Friday. Same place, same time. All right, send a shout out to Keeshon. All right, give him a text or something. All right, we miss you this morning, sir. Love everyone. Take care. I'm out.